in black. I just think this kind of looks kind of nice. What do you think? No? Yeah, okay. Doesn't really match my hair though, does it? All right, so we started lesson 80 on Friday. You would have done the power up, all the facts, the mental math, the word problem, and then we did lesson practice where it was all the division problems, and we did them together, and I'm hoping that you did them the way I asked you to. I think it's going to help in the long run. We won't have to do that forever, but it will definitely help. All right, so now we're going to start on written practice, and why don't I do this? I do want all 30 completed. However, I will let you, let's see here, Miss Taylor, 15 through 23, 15 through 29. You can choose to either do the odd numbers, 15, 17, 19, 21, or the even numbers, 16, 18, 20, 22, and get all the way through. So that'll cut this lesson, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 problems. So now we're down to 22 problems, of which Miss Taylor's going to help you on some of the harder ones. So I'll make certain to mark that numbers 15 through 29 you'll either do, and it'll be your choice, but you either do all odd or all even. I don't care which ones, you just make certain you do them, okay? So I'm going to write odd or even. All right, so let's start looking at number 1. Number 1, lesson 80, it's on page 560. If the chance of rain is 30%, then is it more likely that it will rain or that it will not rain? 30% chance of rain. So what's the percentage of not rain? Think about it. Remember our percents are based off of? Yes, a 100. So what is 30% chance is rain, 70% of not rain. So you would say on number 1, it will not rain, and then maybe put in parentheses 70%. That makes sense to me. How about you? Yeah, I think so. Number 2, Monty ran the race 12 seconds faster than Ivan. Monty ran the race in 58 seconds. Ivan ran the race in how many seconds? Okay. It tells you little old Monty ran the race in 58 seconds. And it tells you that he ran 12 seconds faster than his buddy, Ivan. So how fast did Ivan run? What would I do? Juanita, what would you do? Yes, you would take 58 seconds. That's Monty's time. You're going to add 12 seconds to it. And when you add those two together, that's how fast Ivan was. Light bulb, right? Okay. Number 3. The whole rectangle is divided into 5 equal parts. Each part is what percent of the rectangle? Now they give you a drawing, which like a table, and you should be able to do that because we've been doing that pretty much since Christmas, right? So this would be number 3. Squeaky marker. And it gives us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they give us this kind of looking little chart here. And it tells you that this rectangle is divided into 5 equal parts. Each part is what percentage of the rectangle. In your brain, you're going to say 5, because there's 5 spaces, goes into 100 how many times? Yes, your think cloud. But you ought to really be able to do this mentally, right? 5 goes into 100. Well, 5 goes into 10 2 times, and 2 times 5 is 10. I subtract, I've got 0, I address my 0, I put 0 there. Goose egg. Oh, here comes Biscuit. There we go. So we have 20% for each one of the spaces on the rectangle, because I know that 5 times what? 2 is 10, right? So then 5 times 20 would be 100. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, absolutely 20% per each little space. Okay, number 4. How many 6-inch long sticks can be cut from a 72-inch long stick? So Dev, I have one big jahonkin stick. It's 72 inches. And I want to make 6-inch sticks from it. I don't know, maybe I'm going to do a fire, maybe, I don't know, maybe we're doing some kind of, oh, I know, we're adding on to our tree house. So what would I do, Dev, to figure out how many 6-inch sticks I could get out of one big 72-inch? Decisions. Yes, you would divide. Well, think about it. How many times can 6 go into 7? 1 time. 1 times 6 is 6. My daughter is here trying to be quiet, and she's noisier than ever. All right, I have 1 times 6 is 6. I subtract, I get 1. Then I bring down my 2. 6 goes into 12. 2 times 6 is 12. Goose egg. So how many sticks? That means the laundry's done. I know. Okay, how many sticks? Out of one big 72-inch stick, you can get 12 6-inch sticks. Got it? Okay. That's harder to say than it is to do. All right, here we go. That was number 4, by the way. Number 5, 1/5 of the leaves had fallen. What fraction of the leaves had not fallen? Okay. 1/5 fell. Well, how many are hanging on the tree? Brock, what do you think? Yes, 4/5. That's exactly right, okay? Because 5 over 5 would be whole, and that would be all the leaves that were counted for. 1/5 is on the ground, flying away into your neighbor's yard, and 4/5 is hanging on to the limbs of the tree. Number 6, which of these arrows could be pointing, and they give you this ridiculous number, 5,263. But the measurement they give you is between 5,000 and 6,000. Well, they give me A, B, and C. B would be right in the middle. So what is halfway mark between 5,000 and 6,000? Think about it. 5,000 to 6,000. What would that halfway mark be? 5,500. Ding, 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 ding. Light bulb. You got it. So estimating, that would be 5,500 would be the number there. And on the ruler they give us choices of A, B, or C. So which one would you choose if I'm looking for 5,263. Well, if B is 5,500, you know this one's greater, so it has to be. So you would select A as your answer. Very good, very good. That's number 6, all right? And you are getting it. I can see it. I can feel it. All right, here we go. Number 7. What fraction of the months of the year have 31 days? Can I help you with this? Can I just tell you, of the 12 months, 7 of them have 31 days, and then you just go from there? So my whole, or my denominator, would be 12. And how many of them have 31 days? Yes, 7/12. Exactly. All right, number 8, the prefix kilo means what? 1,000. You got that right, Lillian. You didn't even have to say it out loud. I could just hear it from you in your brain. Number 9. All right, Ray, you ready? It has to deal with money. Let's see what you know. And this poor kid named Cleon needs to slap his mama for naming him Cleon. Cleon would like to estimate the difference between 579 and 385. Explain how Cleon could use compatible numbers to make an estimate. So let's round the number to the nearest 10. Let's do that. That would be the closest way to do it, right? So I'm on number 9 now, Ray. And so if he had 579, and then they had minus 385. So let's make it where it ends in zeros, and we can make it a little easier to do mentally. I would round 579 to 580, yeah? And then I would probably go ahead and round, what do they have it as? Yeah, I think, either way, you could make it 380, but since it's 5 or over, you could make it 390, okay? And I would count either one of them correct. But it is much easier if I have 580 minus 380, because that's going to give me $200 left, right? So you see how they were trying to go with that and to explain it? But if you had an answer of 190 because you made 380 into 390, I would totally accept that answer because that would be correct as well. It's an estimation, all right? Number 10, the triangle at the right is an equilateral. Equilateral means that all the sides are equal. They're all the same size. How many millimeters is the perimeter of this triangle? Also, I want you to describe the angles in the triangle. All right. This is where it gets fun when you know the assumed or expected information. So let's see if this looks not bad. There's my equilateral triangle, right? So for number 10, they show a little ruler and they're telling you that it's 2 centimeters. But they're not asking you in centimeters, are they? So what's 2 centimeters equal to? 20 millimeters, okay? So they want to know first, what is the perimeter of that triangle? 20, 40, 60. Yes, 60 millimeters. Now, if you want to go back and you need to look at what we know about equilateral triangles, or you could just look, I'm going to draw these little horseshoes right here or something. Each one of those, when you look at those angles there, are they a right angle? No. Are they obtuse? No. Acute. So you would say it as asking you to classify or describe the angles. You would say acute. Okay, that would be my other daughter. All right, they would be acute angles. Very good, very good. 3 liters equals how many milliliters? So take 3. Okay. 3 liters would be the same as 3,000 milliliters. Very good. Number 12. Wilma runs 5 miles every day. Good for Wilma. At that rate, how many days would it take her to run 40 miles? Make a table to solve the problem. Okay, same way we would do the chart. Days, miles. Day 1, she ran 5 miles. Day 2, she would have run 10, right? As they were increasing, we're multiplying by 5. So 40 miles. 5 goes into 40. How many times? 8 times. Because if she ran 8 days and every day she ran 5 miles, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yes. Now, they do want you to draw the table, but you can easily fill it out because you know what we're doing. One of the reasons they use that easier or digits with 5, a divisibility of 5, is so that you can understand first what's going on. So this is the number of days, this is the miles. One day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day. First day, she ran 5 miles. So then the second day would have been 10, then 15, then 20, then 25, and you just keep on going until you get to 8. And we know, I ran out of space here, guys. So you would draw this, and you would tell me, what was her name again? Wilma. Wilma, it must have been a grandmother's name, right? Wilma would take 8 days to run 40 miles if she continued at the pace that she was doing, 5 miles per day. Very good. Okay, now 13 and 14. How about 2n equals 150? 2n equals 150. So what if I do like this? So now I'm still on lesson 80. I'm now on page 561, which we have been, and we're looking at number 13. And number 13 says 2n, and now Biscuit is saying hello. How do I figure that one out, guys? 2 times this unknown number that we're calling n equals to 150. So what's the opposite of multiplying? Dividing. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to divide this by 2. Come over here and I'm going to divide this by 2. So n equals, 2 goes into 15, 7 times, because 7 times 2 is 14. Bring down my 1, bring down my 0. 2 goes into 10, 5 times. So my answer would be n equals 75. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally because she's nuts. Yes, she is nuts, and you have to do the parentheses first. So I think I'm going to change that from 15 to 29 to 14 to 29. And you choose either odd or even. So if you do even, you'll do 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and 26, and 28. But if you are choosing the odd numbers, you will do 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, or 27. Sound good to you? Good. Now 29, it's easy, okay? Divide 5 into 3,000, but they don't want you to do anything but use the brain, that gray matter between your ears. Can 5 go into 30? Yes. Can't go into 3, but it can go into 30. How many times? 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. But then I got 2 more zeros. So what would that answer be? Number 29. 600. Very good. Now, number 30 we'll do together, okay? Number 30 says, draw a triangle that is congruent to this isosceles triangle. Then draw the line of symmetry. Then B says, then draw the triangle when it's rotated 180 degrees. So let's see what I can do real quick here. So we're jumping all the way to 30. You can pause me, or you can just jump to number 30 on your grid sheet, and then you can go back and work. Okay, so here's number 30. Oh, I know, Biscuit. You're just going to have to wait a second, okay? So they want us to draw an isosceles, isn't she pitiful? Isosceles triangle. And they want us to draw a line of symmetry. That would be a line of symmetry. I will take you out in just a second. Yes, that's a line of symmetry, right? All right, so then on B, it says draw the triangle when it's rotated 180 degrees. Now, it wouldn't matter if it's clockwise or counterclockwise, because you're going to move 1, 2. So for B, your answer would be 180 degree turn. I knew you knew it, but I just wanted to draw it. Good job, guys. Done with math. Woohoo!